Let's investigate this time. Unlike last time. Last time I had to go away because, well, quest needed to be done. I wonder if this is a questing area. On the interrogation of witches. As the witch hunter of the Direfrost have learned through centuries of practice, torture is the only effective method of interrogating a person suspected of practicing witchcraft. Some have asked whether it is acceptable for the witch hunter to lead witches to believe their lives will be spared when, even if they confess to their crimes, they will almost certainly be put to death. It must be answered that opinions vary. Some hold that the witch of very ill repute may be spared and condemned instead of perpetual imprisonment, in return for sure and convincing testimony against other witches. Others hold that the promise of imprisonment should be kept for a time, and the witch be burned later. A third view is that the witch hunter may safely promise to spare the witch's life and later excuse himself from pronouncing the sentence, allowing another to do this in his place. If these threats and promises do not induce the witch to speak the truth, the witch hunters must carry out the sentence and torture the prisoner, according to the accepted methods. During this torture, the witch must be questioned on the articles of accusation, beginning with the lighter charges, for the witch will more readily confess the lighter than the heavier. If a witch confesses under torture, they must afterward be conducted to another place to confirm the confession and certify that it was not due alone to the coercion of the torture. The witch hunter shall see to it, moreover, that during this interval guards are constantly with the witches, so the witches will not be visited by deitric influences that might aid them or tempt them into suicide. Interesting. Memory Stone of Makela, Lekai, Part 2. We returned each to our own lives to meet in the hall once a week to tell our stories to the new maidens and brothers, and to perform as instructors in the way of the sword. All was well till the night of the mid-year festival. All our people were reveling and enjoying the repast, but for we 6 maidens. It happened that the festival day fell on our day of meeting in the hall, our day of prayer and fasting and honor to the way of the sword. As we met late into the night, the knocking rang on our door. When I opened it, there was a guardian from the Bankorai Pass, wounded and near death. He told us of betrayal from the north and an invasion sponsored by Harrock, led by King Joel of Daggerfall, our ally in the war with Orsinium. Quickly we used up a crystal of healing in restoring him to vitality. We sent him on to the gang, while we 6 grabbed our weapons and armor of power, and as many potions marks, and crystals and rings as we could carry. We flew to the pass, hoping upon hope that we would not be too late. Our journey was not in vain, for we arrived just at the very point where the last 3 guardians were overwhelmed by the horde. Into the pass we ran, forming the whole battle line, 6 abreast. Oh, did we fight! The song of the sword was a joyous noise, slicing through the ranks of evil. We fought for hours. Julia was the first of all, a cowardly poisoned dagger, finding a rent in her armor. Then one by one all fell, save me. Oh, cruel fate! Then my beloved sword, the sword of my father, the one with the serpent's crest, fashioned by the master swordsmith, singer, Tansal, broke in my hands. All was lost, our 6 lives spent in vain. Now many of them would pour through at the pass. I would be easy prey for them, like a newborn child. I wept in frustration. Then I remembered the heart in our home, the book, Frandar Hunding's Book of Circles, the way of strategy. I reached for Shehai, the spirit sword, that which I could never reliably form when I needed it, and behold, it was alive with fire. It formed in my hand, ablaze with power. Oh, I slew mightily, right and left, with like a scythe through wheat. All the way to the Lord of Daggerfall I fought. With one blow I cut his magical armor asunder. One more took his head. But to do that deed cost me dearly, wounds by the dozen, for although I had magical armor, it was not formed of spirit like my blade. It was not as invincible as my blade, or my own spirit, and I was sorely wounded. With the felling of King Joel, his army crumbled, they fled before my wrath. All ran back through the pass, not even pausing to collect their dead and wounded. All who could stand ran for their lives, and I slew all I could reach, but my breath was coming short, and the pain. Finally I rested on this rock where you find me now. I don't know why I chanced to bring this stone along. I bought it on a whim, really, with the loot from... Oh well, I guess I need to really stop and tell my story in order. I feel able to go on to tell you more. The eternal night is descending more slowly than I thought. Not just yet am I ready to compose my death poem. A little sip of water and... Well, I think I will go back and tell you of my life. Maybe some details about the battle. And oh, yes, about Ralph and our children. Where I will start. Where will I start? Oh, I am a simple warrior. I grew up as a maiden of the Spirit Blade. As early as I can remember. Oh no. Mine safety regulations. Shoring timbers should that be at least a handspan in width and breadth. Mine shafts should be shored every 3 paces. Mine shafts should not be wider than 3 paces, nor higher than 2 paces. Mine chambers should not be excavated wider than 5 paces between rock pillars left for a roof support. No shouting or other loud noises, no running or horseplay, no racing in the mining carts. The hell? Oh, hello. Jeez. It's better than mine. Can use this. And I'm at the Dragonborn. What the hell is going on here?
By the master's mace you shall die!
You die first. That's it. Yeah, I think this is for a quest later on. I'm getting the hang of this combat system. I love it. I really do like it. What is she doing there? Okay, I need to get back to the city. Oh, hello. Nice. What's in there? A petty glyph of Magicka. And this here. Heavy armor increased to 15. Okay. Anything interesting for me? Yes. At 668. I do want it. I'm not fishing anyway at the moment, so let's destroy these. Despite not currently using magic a lot, I will take that stuff, because glyphs are useful. Hello. Violet Coprinus, that's new, I think. It is new. Anything else I can throw away? Not that I can see. Can I eat something? Like this Simp's tool. Discovered trait Maim. And I took the Violet Coprinus. I can just eat those materials. But yeah, I will be back once I have gone to the city and sold all items or banked them. Merrick. There. Hello. It's good to level that stuff up. Let's see what alchemy gives me. Nothing. Well. Hi, Merrick.
Thanks, Stendar. You're with the guild?
Sees all colors send me, are you alright?
If the divines will it. The worms caught us off guard, but we made them pay in blood. Did colors brief you on our contract? What we seek?
Yes, you thought that the Daedric anchor might drop here.
As you say. There won't be an anchor here anytime soon, thanks to the two of us. I should be moving. We had word of another cell west of here, near Ebonheart.
Where do you want me?
Here, if you please. Aleph, stay with our new friend. You two search these bodies, see if you can find anything of note. A pleasure meeting you, oh my comrade.
And you, Merrick. Torn note from Jessin. First I will take some stuff and read that lore book. And then read that lore book. Joran the Skull King. By Helgereir Lutvois, Bard of Windhelm, born in 2E 546, to Queen Mabjan, Flameheir. Prince Jorun grew up knowing that his elder sister Nunhilde was fated to take the throne, a singer of rare talent in a culture that reveres the power of the human voice. Jorun studied at Skald's Retreat on the Isle of Gold outside Riften. There he learned all that could be taught by the most renowned bards of the Eastern Kingdom. He was dubbed the Skull Prince of Skyrim. Jorun spent most of his youth in artistic and philosophical pursuits, cultivating a broad array of artists, artisans and performance throughout Eastern Skyrim and beyond. He spent time in Mournhold, Stormhold, Such, Elinir, and is even reputed to have visited Solitude, the capital of Western Skyrim, in disguise. Though he claimed to have no interest in politics or the business of rule, his natural leadership qualities made him the unofficial leader of the creative community, wherever he found himself. Though he received little formal schooling in the arts of arms and warfare, as little as a prince of Nords could manage anyway. Traveling across Tamriel was always a dangerous activity. His travels taught him less orthodox ways of dealing with trouble. Joran was in Riften when a Kaviri of Tir Kamal assaulted the northeast coast of Skyrim in 2E572. Jorun and his closest comrades, the pack of bards fought their way up the coast to Windhelm. Arriving just in time to see its gates breached by the Akaviri, Jorun hurled himself into the fray, street fighting being something he had experience with, but was unable to prevent the fall of the city and the slaying of Queen Mabjan and Nirnhilda, the brief queen, who both went down fighting. Wounded and devastated, Jorun barely escaped the sack of Windhelm alive. Feeling for the first time the responsibility of his royal birth, he decided to appeal to the Greybeards for aid and so made his way, stealthily but quickly, to High Hrothgar. For reasons that have not been divulged, the Greybeards decided to teach the Skull Prince the Doom, one that summons a hero from Sovngarde to fight for the tongue who uses it. But in Jorun's voice the Doom became a royal call of valor, and the summoned hero was none other than Wulfhart, the Ash King. Together Wulfhart and Jorun, now claiming the title Skull King, rallied the Nords of eastern Skyrim, mustering an army from the Rift and the outer regions of Eastmarch, then fortifying Riften. Tir Kamal, moving south from Windhelm, found Riften defended by angry Nords inspired by the presence of Wulfhart and eager to fight. So Tir Kamal bypassed Riften and marched on Marnhall, the Akaviri leader assuming that the Nords would be glad to see him go. That choice was a fatal mistake. Jorun and Wulfhart led their army in pursuit of the Akaviri force, and the Nord army entered Morrowind for the first time since the Battle of Red Mountain. The Akaviri army was caught at Stonefalls between the Nords and the Dunmer Legion led by Almalexia. But the outcome of the great battle hung in the balance, until a surprise intervention from a phalanx of Argonian shellbacks. Led by a trio of reptilian battle mages, the Akaviri line was broken and they were driven into the sea where they drowned by the thousands. The Ash King, his purpose fulfilled, returned to Sovngarde. In Windhelm, 3 weeks later, Jorun was crowned High King in the throne room of the Palace of Kings. Interesting. Torn note from Jessen. Mistress, we know where he shall be. We will remove the foul resolute from the battlefield. We shall return to the island tower when we have completed our task. Even ever faithful, Jessen. Cooking fire. Can I make something? Nope. Oh, I can make jasmine tea, magic recovery. Stamina recovery. Now that I will need. I will also make this, but not just yet, because I might pick up more jasmine, so that's 2 inventory slots gone. My inventory is kinda full, as you can see. Hi, Olive.
You heard Merrick, New Blood. Search those bodies. Aleph will check this one.
You're checking the grass. Dwarven gear, worn gear from a dwarven ruin. Okay. Molakpal relic. A small relic in the shape of the Daedric Lord's infamous mace. Whoa.
Cease your meddling, scum. The Redguard's soul will fuel the Mortum Vivicus. Nothing you can do can stop it!
Dark Moons! What was that?
I don't know. A vision.
That vision. A Dremora woman talking about Merrick. Why would she want my hapless companion?
Who was that?
Aleph has no idea. Whoever she is no friend to the guild or Merrick.
She's after his soul, she said.
It would seem so. This one cannot imagine the value of such a thing. Too shiny and dripping with pride. Just the same, we must warn him. And the guild. Aleph will go after Merrick. Return to Seize All Colors. Tell her what you have seen. Go.
I'm on it.
Return to Davon's Watch quick as you can, comrade. Seize All Colors must know.
I will in a second. I'm just gathering some stuff. And maybe there is something else to do here. That's the... What is that? Trees are grateful the dead have been put to rest. She wants to give up herself to restore the starred plane. She proposed to sacrifice from herself. Oh, that's not the dungeon. Right. I was worried that that's the dungeon. I have only 2 spots left in my inventory. I don't want to go on a dungeon run for now. So let's go in there. Is it down here? No, it's above. Oh, it's right here. It is pretty much a dungeon run. Oh, he's friendly. Or neutral even. Yeah. Hello. The hell are you? Interesting. No! Can I consume these? No. Can I consume this? Discover trait restore magicka. Ravage stamina. Interesting. I guess I can only I can only discover 1 trait from each of them. That's unfortunate, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I remember him saying something about that. That's what I need. Coffee. Some ginger. Oh god, those are the eggs. I'm gonna get this and get out of here. This is a small sample of Gamma Kappa rare mushroom. Whoa! They don't like it. Move! Run! Fast! Whew. I guess I have to kill one of them. There is probably an achievement to kill at least one of everything.
You have the Kwama cap?
Yes, here it is.
I will not touch it. Yet. Please, take a piece to each of my students. They understand what must be done, and they are ready. After that, meet me at the southern mustering camp.
What must be done?
War has wounded this land. Now it is our turn to sacrifice, so the plane can heal. My students understand this, and are willing.
What? Oh. I think I understand. Okay. Hello, Aedra and Daedra. Aedra and Daedra, the designations of gods, demons, Aedra and Daedra are universally confusing to the layman. They are often used interchangeably. Aedra and Daedra are not relative terms, they are elvish and exact. Azura is a Daedra both in Skyrim and Morrowind. Aedra is usually translated as ancestor, which is as close as Cyrodiilic can come to this elven concept. Daedra means roughly not our ancestors. This distinction was crucial to the Dunmer, whose fundamental split in the ideology is represented in their mythical genealogy. Aedra are associated with stasis, Daedra represent change. Aedra created the mortal world and are bound to the earthbones. Daedra, who cannot create, have the power to change. As part of the divine contract of creation, the Aedra can be killed, witness Lorcan and the moons. The Protean Daedra, for whom the rules do not apply, can only be banished. Banished through the oblivion, I guess. Maybe. Hi, Gamgur.
Welcome, traveler.
The Guama Cap. Do you know what will happen?
Yes, my body will perish, but my soul will become one with the trees of this place. The land will bloom again. Please, give me the cap.
Yeah, I figured. So they are giving their lives. Here you are, Gamgur. I really hope that the people I didn't choose won't be mad at me and try to betray. Because then these sacrifices might have been in vain. Let's hope nothing will happen. What is there? Shuldrashi. That's a new quest. Luminous Russia. Maybe I can consume something. No. That is bad. Can I throw something away from here? Light armor, I don't need light armor. But it has magic recovery, so... Let's throw this away, this is white. I can deconstruct these. And I don't know what this luminous thing does. Oh, it does... Jeez, I didn't notice. Oh, I think they are no longer hostile to me. No, they are. It seemed to me like his health bar changed color. Blue Entoloma. Not again. Rice. I can't even get rice. Ravage Magica. That could be useful. Let's put the Ravage. No. I will keep this for now. I think Ravage health is good against bosses. Where are you? Here you are. What the dick?
I stand ready to assist Risa.
I have the Guama cap, you know what this means.
Yes, and I am grateful. When we meet in the next world, tell me how beautiful the land became.
Be at peace, what the dick. Oh god. Deliver Guama cap to Risa. No. So my choice was to heal this land and sacrifice great people for it, or slave these specters. And possibly have no sacrifices. Oh no. I might have made a horrible choice. Risa.
They are brave, my acolytes. Now it comes to me. Our blood will be the water, our bones the soil.
Here is the cap for you, Risa.
I will make this gift, this sacrifice. Trees, plants, one day it will all bloom again. Blood is water, water is life. May the Hist embrace you.
Be at peace. What? Why did she burn? What the hell did I do? I hope that was a good choice. There's a new quest up here.
Where is that blasted lizard?
Shuldrashi, hi.
I remember when I'd hunt here for days and not see a soul. The war was on and people stayed behind walls or stuck to roads. Those days are behind us.
What are you doing out here?
Like I said, I was hunting. But now that the volcano's erupted, I'm headed to Deshawn. Don't want to get cooked. I'll be leaving as soon as my swit of a partner shows up. You haven't run into an Argonian named Stands in Stillwater, have you?
No, I haven't.
He's a good friend, but he never shuts up. Nothing's still about him. He was supposed to meet me here, but I've waited too long already. If you're heading north of Ash Mountain, can you keep an eye out for him? He should have a camp up there.
If I find him, I'll tell him you're looking for him.
Thanks. Not many willing to help these days, especially a dusty Ashlander like me. We'd planned to rest up at the Davenus' farm near Cragganmore before passing through the Deshawn Gate. He should know it.
You're an Ashlander?
That's right. Though in truth, I have no clan. I make my living hunting and trading. Stillwater and I try to keep to the wilds and stay out of the way.
What happened to your clan?
They're alive and well. But that's a longer story that I don't have time for. Stillwater is a bit of an outcast himself. He escaped House Drez as a slave before the pact was signed. I think that's why we've stuck together for so long.
Interesting. Big sound. Hello. I have not fought you before. Oh no, I have. I have. Serum. There is so much stuff. Guess I can just destroy these for now. That's only 4 gold. I have 3000. What is this? Used in crafting cloth furniture. That's fine. The hell is this place? Who are you?
The hearts of Dunmer are as dry as their land. Stranger, you have come at a bad time. The ground bleeds and many are hurt. If you wish my time, first you must help.
What is it you need?
I can ease the pains of those touched by the burning earth, but I cannot get the ingredients. And these guar-brained Dunmer won't agree to help or be helped by an Argonian.
What do you need to make these poultices?
To fight fire, we must use fire. I need chitin from the shocks that came from the lava. They roam the village now. Bring the chitin to me. I will prepare it.
I'll return with the sharp cutting.
Shark wander the streets. That makes them easier to find, but harder to kill. If we aid his people, Gervis must admit we do not intend to kill and eat them.
Why do the Dunmer think you want to kill them?
Once my people were their slaves. They were not kind masters, and now they are not masters at all. Blood was spilled. Words and promises between our leaders is not enough to cleanse the stream.
The Dunmer enslaved the Argonians?
Yes. Perhaps your elders didn't teach you these things. They stole us from Black Marsh so we could pick their salt rice, tend their kwama, and scrub their floors.
How did they justify this?
You do not justify when you can just act. We had no armies, no roads, no crop fields. None of the accomplishments Dunmer call civilized. We were beasts in the swamp, but now they must share power with us.
Yep, indeed. So it's... What?